Okay. My apologies. I'm sorry I got delayed. We had some internet issues at my home. Then I came to my office, so there was a slight delay. Okay. So let us start today's topic. So in this session, we'll be discussing on working on multiple companies. So how many of you have multiple companies in your business setup? How many of you are currently having multiple companies in the business setup? Yeah, Rafiq, Amira, Rafiq, you have, okay. So who are the other people who have multiple business setup? Raghav from Kolkata, yes, he has. Sahu, yes, from Vishal Infrastructure, Kolkata, they have multiple companies set up in the same Tally data. Sorry, multiple data in the same Tally. I think today even Shilpi has joined. Okay, so she's also from one of our customer sites. I think they also have multiple companies in this in their Tally. Okay. So now, when you have multiple companies, so how do you operate Tally is what we need to understand. I think even Mr. Gopal is part of this session. Okay, Gopal from Dodbalapur, I think they also have multiple companies, multiple tallies that they use. Multiple companies in the Tally, right? Okay, so let's move on to this topic, multiple companies, working on multiple companies. So straight, let us go to Tally. Okay, launch Tally and start looking from it. I'm just logging into my Tally. Just give me 1 minute of time. Let me just configure database paths and everything. Today we are on 14th, right? Okay. So I need to look at this data of 12th. Was this the data that we were looking at? 12th April. Okay. So I'm just copying the same data to today's folder. Okay. So let me just come to Tally. Hope everyone is able to see my screen. My computer screen is visible to all of you. Can you please confirm? Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks. Okay. So for today's, I'm just configuring the database path as 14/4/2020. Okay, I'm just restarting my Tally. Okay, so my data is ready there. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me take one company called Meda Consultancy Services, which we are currently operating the data, which we have till 30th September. So assume that I also have one more company, example TDS demo. Okay, so this is one more company. Okay, so there are no transaction in that. I'm not sure from where I picked this data. Okay, Meghana Services Inc. I think this we used for multi location. Okay, so just hold on, some few configuration changes I need to do. I'm just doing few configuration changes. Okay, so let me do one thing. Okay, currently we have this Meda Consultancy Services. No, one sec, just hold on. I'm not sure where we had this data. I think these are wrong data that we are using. Is it 11.4 data that we were using? So one second, when did we do the TDS? TDS we did on Sunday on 12th of April, right? 12th of April. So did we use this database path? Just be on the line, 1 second, I'm just connecting to the right data so that we have the right data in place. No, is not the one. 1404. Okay. Okay. Fine. So let me do one thing. Let me just connect these two datas. Okay. You could have n number of data. See, look here. I have logged into two datas, right? So currently, so I have one company name by name Demo Data, and I also have one more company by name Meda Consultancy Services. Is that clear? Sorry. Right? So I have two companies. Okay. So now once when I look at, when I've opened two companies, so the biggest advantage that I get is, say example, I'm on balance sheet. So I'm on any report. Okay. So simply what I could do is I could click on company and move it to a different company, and I can start seeing that data. Okay, so any report for that matter, say example, I am in balance sheet or I am under profit and loss account. Say example, I am under profit and loss account of Meda Consultancy Services. Now I want to just look at the other company. I'll just click on company and select demo data. Now I've got the demo data company details. Is that fine? Okay, so that is one thing. So the multiple advantages that you will have. Okay, the next one is basically I'm doing a transaction. So like example, I'm doing a transaction on Meda Consultancy Services. Okay. Now I've almost done the transaction. Say example, I'm making a cash payment. Okay, for Rama agencies. I've almost done the transaction. Okay, now I realize, oh boss, no, it is not for Meda Consultancy Services. It is for another company. It is for my demo data. It is not for Meda Consultancy Services. So what I could do is I could just click on company and move it to a different company. So it has automatically taken. But only thing is you need to ensure that your masters are also there. Say example, in this demo data, if I don't have Rama agencies, it will not save because I don't have that master. Okay, so let us start from the first. Say example, now let us look at what are all the statistics that we have. So example, I'm just going to Meda Consultancy Services display statement of accounts, statistics. So this company has 62 transactions. This company has 55 ledgers, 29 groups, and 55 stock items. Right? Versus if I want to look at another company, that is the demo company or whichever the company that you have, you could just click on the other company and see the statistics of the other company. So at any report, you could just click on company and toggle on between different companies. Okay, so that is one advantage that you have. The second advantage I'll tell you, say example, in this there are some 1200 ledgers. Okay, so I'll just come to multiple ledgers are there. Okay, so sundry creditors, let me not go to sundry creditors, simple, let me just take. Okay, so Allahabad bank account. Okay, this is one bank account I have in demo company. Now I want the same bank account in my Meda Consultancy Services. Right? So what I could do is I could just open this master in an alteration mode. So on the top it is showing us ledger alteration screen, right? Ledger alteration secondary, that is what it is showing. So I've just opened this ledger in the alteration mode. It is on my screen and I'm currently on demo data, which is what it is showing you over here on the screen as demo data. Okay, now if I want to move this to another company, to Meda Consultancy Services, It is very simple. I could just click on company and select Meda Consultancy Services. Now it has just copied the whole master from demo data to Meda Consultancy Services. Okay, but only one few things that you need to be very, very clear, very, very cautious. One is the currency should be the same in both the companies. Otherwise, your data will get corrupted. Please ensure that the currencies are same. Then it is just on a click of a button, you could move the master from one company to another company. So now I have moved this Allahabad bank account number so and so from demo data to Meda Consultancy Services. So now let me just go to Meda Consultancy Services and look at the masters. So now example, I went to Meda Consultancy Services. See, look now here, it has become 56. Earlier it was 55. So typically what it's doing, it has copied the master from the other company to this company. So it is as simple as that. You could just go to any master on an alteration screen, copy that data, copy that master to another company. So that is, you could just do it on a click of a button. All right. So any clarity on how to copy the masters from one company to another company when you have multiple companies operating on multiple companies? After moving, can we modify the bank account? Of course you can modify. You could do whatever you want. So example, after moving, I'm saying, no, this account number is not correct. Okay, because this has a different account number. I could just go and modify this. Okay, so I could modify this. Okay, and save. So it has saved. Absolutely, I could make that. Okay. So similarly, say example, I'm on statistics, okay, in the Meda Consultancy Services. So I have 55 stock items. Now I want to move the stock item, okay, cement from here to demo data. Okay. So what you need to understand is cement is coming from under building materials. So you need to also have building materials there. Otherwise, the grouping will not be proper. So example, I'm just copying this. I'm just opening this cement stock item. Okay, it is in bags. Okay, every detail. So there are multiple masters here. Cement is one master. Under group, building material is one master. Unit of measure, bag is one master. So all those masters should be available on the other data also. So that is what you need to ensure. So example, if I want to do that, so I'm just clicking on company. So I'm on alteration screen, clicking on company, moving it to demo data. So automatically it has copied. Okay, so it is checking for various masters. Okay, since the master is not found, it has just closed Tally. Okay, so let us open Tally once again. So there was an issue. So you need to ensure that all the masters are already there and F12 configuration, sorry, F11 configurations are proper. So I've just opened both the companies. Okay, so example, if I just go to statistics, okay, there are 55 items. Okay, now if I want to go to the demo data, there is, how many items are there? Stock items 54 are. Okay, so there are different items over here, different items over there. So first thing what you need to do is, if you want to copy, say example, cement from Meda Consultancy to here. So first understand cement is under building materials, because building materials is also a master. It's also a stock group, right? So first move the stock group to demo company. Okay, so it is saying square feet is not there. Okay, because we are using some stock, this thing, unit of measure as square foot. So under this, there is some items which has square foot. So it is typically mapping this as the square foot and it's saying square foot is not there. Okay, so first let us do one thing. First, let us take all the unit of measures. So there are some 17 unit of measures. Okay, so if you want to copy multiple unit of measures, okay, you could just rather than going one by one. Say example, I want to go to bag, now I want to change, move it to this back to demo data. Okay, so manually I could do this, but manually if I'm doing, I need to do n number of times. So if there are 17, I need to do 17 times, right? The simple way is, if you are doing it on a multi-level environment, okay, you could just export this, click on export. Okay, now in the export you have multiple formats. So tally, if you are doing a tally to tally import export, you could use the XML Data Exchanger. Okay, then what is that you are transferring? Say example, it's UOM. Okay, dependent masters, make it as yes, you require all the dependent masters, and export this. So now it has got created one file. So I could look at this file. Okay, sorry, it has come in Excel. I'm sorry. So in the export option, go and make this as XML, data exchange, XML format. Yes. Okay, so here you got, this is the XML format of the data. So now what you could do is, okay, just copy this master.xml. Okay, copy this path, come back to your tally. Now all this unit of measures, which are 17 here. Okay, but if you go to your the other company, the demo data, there are only how many unit of measures? 3. Because bags, when we copied earlier, there were 2 unit of measures. Okay, so there are only 3 unit of measures. Now, if you want to copy all the unit of measures at one shot, you could just go to import of data, master import, and give the path and the file name, and just say ignore duplicates. So if there are any duplications, it will just ignore. Enter. Okay, it has just got imported. Now, if you look at display statement of account statistics, now you have got 17 unit of measures. Sorry, I'm looking at Meda Consultancy. Okay, let me just go to demo data, statement of account statistics. Okay, so let me import. Sorry, by mistakenly I imported to Meda Consultancy. Okay, I'm just going to import masters. Okay, and I'm saying ignore duplicates. So it has just got imported. There are no errors. So now you could go to display, statement of accounts. Sorry, statement of accounts and statistics. So here now we have got 19 because there were no duplications. So here earlier they had NO, we have numbers. Okay, so it is treating as different stock unit of measures. Right? Now I want to import all the groups. Say like example, I'll go to Meda Consultancy Services. Okay, now if I just go to statistics, I have stock groups. 14 stock groups are available. Okay, so similarly, I'm just exporting the stock groups. No. .xml. Okay, I want only the stock groups, kind of masters, include dependent masters. Yes. So here you could see the XML file which has come over here. Now just select the path and the file name. So it has not got refreshed. Okay, I'm just refreshing this. Okay, so stock group.xml. I'm just copying this path. Coming to tally, I'm in the consultancy services data. Okay, I'm just going to demo data. Click on demo data. It's on my demo data now. Import of data. What am I importing? Masters I'm importing. Specify the file name. Copy and paste the file name. Again, say ignore duplicate. Say like example, I'm not importing now. First, let us go and look at statistics. What is the statistics that we have? Stock groups. You have 5 groups: capex, inventory, sale of devices, non-inventory, and service. These are all the 5 groups. But there are some 14 groups on the other data what we had exported. Now I'm just importing it back. I'm just clicking on import of data on demo data masters, and I'm just giving the file name, path and the file name, and I'm just saying ignore duplicates. Enter. It has just got imported. Now, if you go to display, statement of accounts, statistics, now you are able to see there are 19 groups. Additional groups have got come over here. See, air conditioner, building material, food items, fridge, manpower, medical, mobile, music systems, packing materials, silk, sports material, TV, vehicle, washing machine. These are all the masters that has got imported from one company to another company. Now, similarly, if you want to now export, move one stock item to another. If you want in bulk, similarly, you need to go to bulk and extract in an XML and import it. But if you want to do for only one item, say example, now I want to do for cement. So I'm just going to Meda Consultancy Services. Okay, I'm taking the stock item cement. Now I want to move this cement to a demo data company. So what I could do is I could just click on company, click on demo data. Now the whole has come over here. I'm just saying Control A, save. It has got saved. So now if I go to demo data, under inventory master, stock item, alter, cement, see here, along with the opening balance you have got. So if you are moving one master, you could use alteration mode and move that master to another company. But if you want bulk of masters, you could just go and export it to an XML and import it. So one thing that you need to be very, very careful is in both the companies, the master should match. The dependent master should match. What are all the dependent masters? One is the currency master. Okay, what is the currency details that should match? Second, say example, if you are taking a stock item, the group should match. If you are using categories, the category should match. Your unit of measure should match. All those things should also be available on the another company. Okay, so this is one simple way where you create a master in one data. You could move it to other data also. Is that clear? Are there any questions on this? How to move the data? Are there any questions? I'm just giving you 30 seconds time. If you have any questions, please post it on the chat. Okay, who is the user who has connected from Dell? May I know your name, sir? Yogesh Naik. Yeah. Okay.
I love her more than I ever thought possible. I would do it.
Okay. So let's move on. So if you don't have any questions, we'll move on. Okay. Amira Rafiq has a question. Sir, if you want the same stock item details in both the companies. Yeah. So in both the companies, that is what I showed you. You create in one company and move it to another company. Okay. If you want all the stock items, you want one stock item or all the stock items? Any item? No, any item is fine. You want to transfer one by one or you want to transfer in bulk? All items. So if you want to do all items, you have to use export import option. Okay. So to do an export, example, go to display, state, say example, I want to move all the masters that is available in Meda Consultancy Services, all the stock items that's available in Meda Consultancy Services to demo data. So what I'm doing, I'm just going to display I'm going to statement of accounts and statistics. So in statistics, I have 55 stock items. Now I want to move all these items to demo data. So what you do is export this master, just say, put it on XML. Okay, data exchange format should be on XML, data exchange interchange. Give the path, file name, say example, I'll say all items.xml. Now what you want to move? All items. Okay, then you have an option called include dependent masters. So if there are any dependent masters like group, which is not on the other company, or the unit of measures, which is not on the other company, or the categories, which is not available on the other company, it will also create those things also. So you could use an option whether do you want to include the dependent masters or not. In this case, I'm saying yes, include the dependent masters. Okay, then it is asking you export closing balance as opening balance. Do you want the closing balance of this company to become the opening balance of the other company or not? So in this example, I'm saying no, I don't want this to become an opening balance, this closing balance to become an opening balance. Accept. Now it has just exported. Example, you can see here the data, all items.xml. All the items have got exported. Okay, now what you need to do is you need to just copy the file path and the file name. Okay, so there is a refresh problem because the new file has got created. Okay, I'm just going back to the same. Okay, when I click on slash, it will show all the files. I'm just selecting the path. I'm back in on Tally. On Tally, I want to import this to which company? Demo data. So I'm just going to demo data company. So now I'm on demo data. Here I go to import of data. So before even you go to import of data in this company, just check the statistics, display statement of accounts, statistics. This is before importing. How many items I have? I have 55 items, but what items are there and what items are here are different items. It is not the same items. Only cement is the same item. Apart from that, all others are different items. Okay, so now there are 55 here. Just take a count of this. Now let us do one thing. Let us just go and import the data. Click on import of data. What are you importing? Master you are importing. Give the file name, all items.xml. That is the file name. Then what is the treatment of already existing masters? So there are three ways to treat this. One is combine opening balance. Means here I have 100 opening balance. In existing Tally, I already have 200 opening balance. So it will combine, it will make it as 300 as the opening balance. The second is ignore duplicates. If already the master exists in the same name, we are saying ignore the duplicates. Third, we are saying modify with new data. Means forget whatever there is in Tally, just import as is what you are having in your Excel sheet. Sorry, XML sheet is what it is saying. So in this case, we'll take an option as ignore duplicates. So once when I click on ignore duplicates, it is doing this import. So you saw that progress of the import that has happened. Okay, and if there are any errors, it will write on your calculator bar. Currently, since there are no errors, the calculator bar is very clear. Okay, so this is one. The second is one more thing that you need to understand. Whenever you do any import on Tally, whenever you import the data using this XML on Tally, Tally will also write a log file. It is called import log file. Okay, so if you just go to your Tally folder, wherever you have installed a Tally, say example, I have installed Tally here. Okay, you could find one file inside this folder called Tally.imp, means Tally.import file. So example, you could look at the date is on 14th of April and it is at 11:52, means now the last import that we have done. And it is recording every import that you are doing onto the data using Tally. Okay, this is just for cross check if something has gone wrong, it will also be available on this log file. Okay, so example, I could just open this log file on a text, this thing. I'll just say open with, okay, and I'm saying open with notepad. Open this. So it is saying, so I had done import of various data. So on 6th of April, I did an import from Pushpam Textiles. Okay, something went wrong. Their data had some issues. So now if you come to last, importing data from which path? All item.xml on 14th of April at 11:52. Importing data to demo company. Created 82 masters. Ignored 112 lines. Okay. Errors 0 means there are no errors while we imported the data. So data import is successful. So you will also get this log file. Okay, once you could go and cross check if at all, if there is any loss of data, right? So I'm just deleting this. I don't need that. Okay, so did I delete? No, I didn't delete. I'm just saying I don't need this file. Okay, so is that clear? How to export and import? Amira, you want the same contents in both the companies, then you need to import to a new company. You can create one new company and import it. Sir, transaction also transfer while doing item transfer? No, transaction you have to transfer it separately. You cannot transfer along with the item. So this is the master that you are transferring. Okay, similarly, you need to transfer the transactions also. Okay, so you are clear on this masters. Now let us go to transaction. Okay, if you are doing this similar exercise on transaction, say example, I will just show it to you. Okay, I'm in Meda Consultancy Services data. Okay, I've just gone to display daybook. So so these two are on two different financial years. Okay, so first let us make both as the same financial year. So I'm just going to demo data. Okay, Alt F2, 1st April 19 to 31st March 21. I'm just taking 2 years of data. Okay, but Meda Consultancy is for only 2021. Okay, now I'm on Meda Consultancy data, display, statement of accounts, sorry, display daybook. Okay, so example, I'm just taking the whole data, right? So I have all this transaction. Now example, I want to move this rent office from Meda Consultancy to demo data. So again, same thing, open this data. So now you are on account voucher alteration screen. Okay, so you are on the alteration of this transaction. Click on company again on the screen. Select other data. So now it has got copied. The same transaction has copied from Meda Consultancy Services to demo data. But only thing is you need to ensure that the masters are also there. Say like example, rent office. If the rent office ledger is not there, it will become blank. So example, I'll just move on. See here, it had become blank because rent office is not available here. So first is you need to ensure all the masters are perfect. Then only you can do the transactions. Is that clear? Okay. So this is about how do you move masters from one to another. Okay, or how can you reduce the work where you already have masters in one company, pull it to another company and start doing the transactions. Or if you already have transaction, pull it to other company and you could further process. Okay, so these are some of the options that you could use to eliminate duplication of work. Okay, so this is one. This second is if you are using multiple companies. Okay, the second is what about the reporting, right? So I need a reporting. Say example, I need a trial balance. So I'm just going to display trial balance. So this is showing the trial balance of Meda Consultancy Services. Okay, I need ledger wise. I've just clicked on ledger wise. It is just showing for Meda Consultancy Services. I also require parallelly for my other company demo data also. So what I could do, I could just click on new column, select the other company from what period to what period, and click. So now if you look at trial balance is available on columnar wise with different companies. So now I could cross check, okay, what is happening to which company. And also at the group level, say example, now I am on the opening stock. Click on opening stock. Again, it will show you opening stock of Meda Consultancy and opening stock of Demo Data. Right? So this company versus that company, you could cross check. Okay, so you could go to anything. Say example, bill to come. Okay, there is nothing. Okay, or if you just say Venkat Krishna. Okay, so Venkat Krishna, what is in Meda Consultancy Services and what is in Demo Data? These things are available. So you could have a comparison, okay, on any report. So this is one report. So example, I want group wise. Okay, so for all the groups I need, so I could say group wise. So it has come group wise. So now I want to see fixed assets. So what is there in each company is available for you. Okay, current assets. Okay, both companies, how much of data is in this company, how much of data is in this company. So you could go on seeing this report. So for reporting purpose, it becomes very, very simpler. Right? So you could go to any report for that matter. So example, I'm currently on display accounts book. Okay, ledger. So I'm looking at, say example, one particular ledger, cash ledger I'm looking at. So now if I looking at the cash ledger, this is for Meda Consultancy Services. I want to look at for demo data. I could just click on demo data and say if there is a cash ledger, show me. Okay, so for this month there is nothing. You can go to monthly breakup. If there are any cash transaction, it will automatically show. Right? But only thing you have to ensure is the masters are similar in both these companies. That is when you can easily toggle on between company to company. Shilpi, which do you want to see again? What do you want to see again? Shilpi, are you there on the call? You told please show this again, which the columnar reports. Okay. Comparison of two companies that you showed, just the navigation. Okay. So example, I'm just showing for the benefit of the users. Any report for that matter. So example, I'll just take the trial balance that is easy to understand. So I have a trial balance here, and here currently I'm looking at what? Meda Consultancy Services. This is the company that I'm looking at. Okay, so there are multiple ways to achieve this. Okay, one simple way I'll show it to you. Okay, just click on new column. There is an option on the right hand side called new column. Just click on that new column. Okay, and say it is listing out all your companies. Change the company name. Okay, which company you want, from what date to what date, all these options you could use. Now click on this. Now you have on to do the required implementation in that organization. But now on a click of a button, they are able to consolidate 20 locations data. The reason why I'm saying is, okay, across all locations, they are doing the synchronization also that we'll be speaking in the second half, but they also get the backup of the data from individual locations and just do the consolidation. Okay, so that is one thing that I'll show to you. If you have multiple companies, say example, there's just 2 companies I had, but if you have 100, if you have 20 companies, how to do it? If you have 40 companies, how to do it? Okay, so that is one thing that we will just demonstrate how to do that. So example, let me just go check out where this data is available. Data is Micromatic to have Micromatic Bangalore. Yeah, is Micromatic consolidation demo. Yeah, so this is the data that I have. Okay, so there are multiple companies. Okay, this is actually their real data. Okay, so I'm just taking the path. So it is just listing out all the companies over here. Okay, so what we have done is we have opened all these companies. Say like example, I'll just show you. You could do one more thing. You could also create a group company, which will automatically consolidate everything. Okay, say like example, I'm just opening the company. Okay, so Ahmedabad location I've opened. Okay, then Aurangabad, I've just opened this Aurangabad location. Okay, again I'm opening Bangalore. So individual company, first time I'm just opening. Okay, so all 3 companies are got loaded. So example, I'll just open 5 companies for you. Okay, which is simpler for you to understand how the consolidation works. Okay, 5, 4, I'm sorry, what happened? Some other screen got opened, close both. Okay, so 5th one, Coimbatore. Okay, so assume there are 5 locations. Okay, now I want to consolidate all these things and I want to look at one single report, either the balance sheet or profit and loss account or trial balance or anything. So what I could do is I could create one group company. Means for reporting purpose, I want everything to get reported in one single screen. Okay, so to do that, go to on gateway of Tally. After opening all this company, go to company info. In company info, if you have multiple companies open, you will get an option called create group company. Okay, so in this create group company, click on this and say what is the name of the company that you want. So example, I'm just saying training demo group consolidation. Training demo group consolidation. You could give any name. Then address, all these details that you could specify, state, country, all these things. If you come at the end, it will say who are all the members of this company. So it is listing out all your company data. So which are all the companies that you want to become members for reporting purpose. Okay, say example, I'm saying Ahmedabad I require, Aurangabad I require, okay, Bangalore I require, Bomsara I require, Coimbatore I require. So all the 5 companies. Save. Okay, so now what has happened? Okay, this for console not have any masters. It is just using as a consolidation tool. That's all for the member companies. Okay, so now let's do one thing. Okay, I'll just show you one magic. Let us close all these companies. Okay, so I've just closed all these companies. So now I'm on select company. On the left hand side, you are not able to see any companies, right? So I've closed all the companies. Now I want to see a consolidated report of all these 5 companies together, because I've created one company called training demo for group consolidation. Okay, so example, when I click on select company, okay, I don't want to select any of this company. here it has got created one new thing called training demo group consolidation as a group company. So here it is not showing the date. In the date column, it is just showing as group company. Means the multiple companies have been linked to this. Okay. So here when I log in, okay, now it is asking for username password for individual companies because we are using the common username for consolidation purpose. So all the 5 company got loaded by clicking on one group company. So all these 5 companies, Ahmedabad, Aurangabad, Bangalore, Bomsandra, Coimbatore of Micromatic machine tools have got loaded. Okay. Now example, I'll just click on balance sheet. It is a consolidated balance sheet that you are seeing of all the 5 companies put together. See, this is the magic that Tally can do. Okay, so now this balance sheet is a consolidation of all these 5 companies put together. Okay, now if you want to drill down, example fixed assets, again it's consolidated. Office equipments, again it is consolidated. See here top you can go on seeing training demo group consolidation. So it is giving the office equipment consolidation numbers 826 coming from 5 different companies. Okay, here when I click on again office equipment, now again month wise breakup it is giving you consolidated. Okay, so now there you don't have any transaction. So let me take another example. Okay, let me take current assets. Okay, so in current assets, sundry debtors, again it is consolidated. Enter. So it is giving at the group company different subgroups. Okay, now example, now I go to Ahmednagar. Okay, Rishi one group. Click on that. Again under that individual ledgers. Okay, now if I go to an individual ledger, I want to have a breakup. Again, it is giving me a breakup. Okay, here also I don't have any transaction. Just look at which are all the things that have transaction. Okay, F12 show me opening balance, transaction, closing balance. Okay, so this has some transactions. Ethon Industrial Systems. Clicking on that Ethon Industrial Systems, again I have in April, May I have some data. Now if I just click on April, now it goes to transaction level. You just be observing, it will move from training demo group consolidation to an individual company because the data is available not in the consolidation. The transactions are recorded individual companies. Okay, so it will automatically move to the respective company. So here now you are able to see Micromatic Machine Tools, Ahmedabad. Is that clear? Okay. So Mangala Enterprises, same thing. In the month of April, I have some data. Okay, so it is just moved to the April. So why it is not showing us this thing? Okay, let us look at what is the issue over here. Okay, April to 1st April to 31st March 2020. Okay, so now current assets, sundry debtors. Example, I'm just saying F12 with opening balance with transaction and closing balance. Okay, so example, AMC franchisee customer. So here we have some balances, GS Engineering in the month of May. Okay, so it has gone to an individual company. All right. So like that, when you get into transaction level, it moves to an individual company. When it is in the reporting, it is still at your consolidation. Okay, so some of the chat messages I'm just saying Bharat, after creating a group company, how to add more companies? Please show. See, while you create a group company, you have to just make them as members. Okay. I have one more from Raghav. Please repeat the option after consolidation data for consolidation of the data. Okay. I'm just showing you how to create a group company. Okay. A few requests are there. Okay. So currently I've just gone to the group company info. Okay, you need to go to create group company. Since I've already created, I'm just going to alter. So this is what you get on the screen. How to create a group company. Okay, name, give the name. Okay, example, you could say your company group. Say example, you could say, oh, Bharat Agencies group company. So madam, this details, all this basic details of the group. Then you say who are all the members of this group. So you have already opened the database. So you're just linking those database to this group. Okay, and it is also giving some message at the bottom. Changes will get affected only once when you reload the group company. So if you are making any changes, it will get updated on reloading of the group company. Okay, so example, I've taken all this 5 as my member companies. Okay, so I'm just closing. So I'm reloading it. Now, example, if I just click on this company, so I'm just giving the username and password. Since the username and password is common across all the companies, only one time that I need to give, it will automatically load all the companies together and it will give me a group company figures. So now if I go to any report, say example, balance sheet, this is my group company balance sheet. If I want to go to P&L account, this is my profit and loss group company P&L account. If I want to go to trial balance, I could just say display trial balance. And this is my group company trial balance. Okay. So this is the process that you need to use to consolidate the data if you are using multiple companies. And all these things can happen on a click of a button like this. Just you need to just go and say who are all the members, ensure that the masters are standardized. Then all your reports are on a click of a button. You might take days together, hours together to create these reports. But on Tally, it is just on click of a button that you could do. Will this help you in saving your time in your work? Those who are using multiple companies, will this help you to save your time? Yeah. Okay, that's good. Okay. So you could do one more thing over here. Say example, I'm on trial balance. This is my consolidated trial balance that I'm getting. Okay, now I want to add all companies in the columns. So how did this, say example, if I take this current liabilities, how does this current liabilities of 24 lakhs have come in debit? I want to cross check this. I want to do it on same screen. Very simple. Last time I showed you, just click on auto column of member companies. Click on this. Do you want to show group? Total? Yes. See over here, on a click of a button, every member has come under your columns. Is this a magic in Tally? Your work, what you are doing, what you are spending hours together, days together, done on click of a button. Okay, now you want to do this, they require this data for analysis. Okay, you could just export this data. Say example, I'm just saying export. Okay, now I will take on Excel. Take this on Excel format. Okay, trial balance, whatever the file name that you want to give. Okay, name and trial okay, then say what are all the fields that you require. Yes, getting the file. see here, the whole data now it's available on your Excel for further process. Is this clear? Okay, so now let us just open for questions. Do you have any queries on this? How to do this? Okay, so there are a few questions. Can we do the same on quarterly basis, sir? Means quarterly report year on year comparison. Quarterly report year on year comparison? No, it is not possible. Either of the one you could do. Either you could do a quarterly comparison or year on year comparison. On the same report, you cannot have both year on year and quarterly. That is not possible. Dinesh, can we export 50 MB company file? Yeah, you could. If your hardware supports, you could do it. There is no restriction, but you need to have the relevant hardwares for doing those things. Rajesh, if we delete that tally.imp from tally path, then the item exported will get deleted from tally? No, it is just a log file. Okay, log file is just creating a log when you are doing an import or export. That's all. That is nothing to do with your tally data. Raghav, sir, please repeat the option of consolidation data with individual company as my internet got lost at that time. Okay, we'll do it, Raghav. Once more, we'll do it. Not a problem. Miloni, if any changes in one company data, it will automatically change in the group companies. Yes, it will change. You need to just open it will automatically change. Okay, Yogesh Naik. Hope I have answered your question. Okay, Bharat, we have in group company 5 companies, but I want to add 6th company. Please show how. Possible. You could add any number of companies. We'll show how to do that. Okay. Manjula, in group company, how to pass an entry for any one branch? No. Manjula, the data entry has to be done on only an individual company, not on a group company. You cannot do any data entry in the group company. Group company is meant only for reporting purpose. So you have to just go to an individual company as you normally go and do a data entry in Tally. That's it. And your reports gets updated. So in group company, you cannot make any transactions. Okay, so Raghav had lost the connection. He want to see once again how to do it. Okay. Then one more thing. I think I have answered most of the other things. Okay, how to add one more company. Tomorrow, if there is one more company, how to add that. So these are the 2 things. Okay. So both the things I'll cover in the same example. Okay. So for the benefit of people who wanted to look at once again. Okay. So what I have done is, okay, so I'll just create one more company. To create a group company, first open all your member companies. First time I've opened, sorry. First open all the member companies. Ahmedabad, I've opened Aurangabad. Okay, now I'm opening Bangalore. Okay, sorry, some keystrokes are not working properly. Okay, Bomsandra data I have just opened. I'm also opening Coimbatore data. So example, there are 5 companies. Now all these 5 companies, I want to group it and click on company info. Once when you click on company info, you will get an option called create group companies. You could create any number of group companies based on the need. Okay, so I'm just saying create a group company. Give name. You could give any name as you wish. You could say Raghav Group Company. Okay, or whatever the group company. So example, I'm saying second group demo. Okay, give the mailing name, address, state, all this. And the end you will say who are all the member companies for this. So example, I want all these 5 guys as my members. So just click on this. Now it is available for you. The group company. So you are on second group demo. Just click on balance sheet. You get the consolidated balance sheet. Click on any reports. It is consolidated. So example, you want profit and loss. It's consolidated. Now you want to see profit and loss columnar wise. While this is group company, you also want to see all that 5 companies in a different column. Just click on auto column. Select member companies. Enter. So you have Ahmedabad, Aurangabad, Bangalore, Bomsandra, right? Similarly, you could do for any report for that matter. So example, for balance sheet, you want all the members, say member companies. So you've got the balance sheet member. Yes, say total, you require total also. So the whole company, you have all, say example. So just go to cash or bank, then you will understand. Cash. Do you have cash? They don't have cash. Okay. So example, probably we could look at sales if they have sales. Yeah, sales interstate. Sales oil. Okay, sales. So example, you look at here, intrastate sales, interstate sales. Intrastate, 15,100, which is coming from Aurangabad. This 45 lakhs of intrastate is coming from Aurangabad. So others doesn't have. So there are no common ledgers as such, but it's the consolidation. It is total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 companies. Okay, so if you have a standardization of the ledger, then automatically it will give you consolidation. Okay. Okay, so Rajesh has a question. Say we have created a group company and taken the consolidation reports. After that, we understand we have missed out few of the transaction in the member company. Now we go to member company and update what is going to happen to group company. You need to just go to group company and generate the report once again. And the additional transactions what you have done will be available again on your group company. So there is nothing that you need to do at the group company level. Just go and update the transaction in the individual member company. Automatically that will get updated in your group company. So you need not do any other thing. Okay. How can we close the current open companies? Alt F1 on gateway of Tally, shut company. Amira, the shortcut is Alt F1, or on gateway of Tally on the right hand side, you will get an option called shut company. Not shut. How can we close currently open companies but not shut? I didn't understand. I didn't understand your question. Sorry. You don't want to shut the company, but you want to close the company. Shut company and close company are one and the same, is my understanding. But I'm not able to understand your question. If you could explain me what is your question, then we could understand and tell you. Just now you close the company. Yeah. To show the group company. Yes. See here, I'll just show you. What I used was only Alt F1, shut company. See, now I want to close this. Okay. So what I'm doing is on my keyboard, I'm clicking on shut company, or on the right hand side, you have an option called shut company. When you click on shut company, it is asking which company you want to shut down. Which individual company you want to shut down. So if you want to shut down group company, click on group company. Okay, group company has shut down. Now all other 5 companies are available for me. Again, I'll click on shut company. Okay, so I want to shut Ahmedabad. Ahmedabad got shut down. I want to shut Bangalore. It has got shut down. Okay, again shut down. Coimbatore, it has got shut down. Again, Bomsandra, it has got shut down. Now I have only Aurangabad left out. I want to shut down this. Now again, I'm here. Now again, if I click on enter, it will show all the companies that are available. So this is how I did. Generally I use the short keyboard more often than my mouse, because I am very well versed with the keyboard operation rather than the mouse. So I use most of the things on keyboard. Okay, right. So now there was one more question from Bharat saying, if I want to add a 6th company to it, how do I do this? So example, let me just go to that second group company. Okay. So when I click on this group company, I have automatically all the 5 companies are getting opened. Right? You are able to see it on the screen. All the 5 companies have got opened. Now I want to add a 6th company to it. First thing is I need to open that 6th company. So to open the 6th company, click on select company, and example, I'm saying I want to open Chennai. So click on Chennai, give the username and password, open this. Okay, now you want to add Chennai to this group. So first you have opened the company. Now you want to add Chennai to this group. Again, click on Alt F3 company info. Go to group, go to alter, not the group company, because you are altering the existing one. Click on alter. To which alteration you want to go? You go to this group company alteration. Click on this and come and add in the last line Jamshedpur. Okay, whichever the data you had opened, we had opened Jamshedpur. Click on Jamshedpur, add, end. But now to get this effect, you need to just reopen the whole data. That is what they told. So click on, again close that and reopen, which has got affected even for your including Jamshedpur data. So Bangalore is opening, Bomsandra is opening, Coimbatore is opening, Jamshedpur also got opened. Now you look at the balance sheet, it is including one more company. So you could go on adding any company, remove any company at any point of time. You could use the way that you want. Right? So any more questions that individuals have on multiple companies on Tally? How to do some things, or some of the things, if you believe that I have not covered, if you have any questions, this is the time. Okay, you could just pose your questions. Okay, I'll give you 1 minute time, so that any questions that you have, please put it on the chat. Okay, so by that time, let me just be looking at some different things. There are any questions, please put it on the chat.